Good morning, gladiators. Today is Thursday, December 2nd. Today we are going to review conflict using art. And so when you look at each piece of art, I want you to think about these questions. How does each example of art show conflict? Are there symbols that have deeper meaning? How do the colors represent conflict? How do the relationships between the objects show a struggle? What situations can you associate with each artwork? Character versus self is a type of conflict that takes place inside a character's mind or body that usually involves the character's inner struggle with self-doubt, a moral dilemma, or their own nature or physical conflict. So here we see a young lady who is in despair. You could see that she is feeling negative, and she is holding a mask that might conceal this inner struggle that she has. Character versus character is an external conflict in which two or more characters are pitted against one another in a battle, either literally or figuratively. The outcome can bring about maturity or growth or a restoration of peace in the world. Looking at this artwork, what symbol can you see that would represent conflict? If we look at the colors and the images and the vanishing point and how it rises up, how does this artwork show character versus character conflict? Character versus society is when a protagonist has a strong belief against the majority of the community or surroundings and decides to act on it. Since this type of conflict is between a character and an outside group, it is classified as an external conflict. Here we see a young person holding their ears, and all around them is dialogue, shouting words that say, "Do it." Everybody else is doing it. Do it, do it. Join us. It's cool. You'll be popular. And so maybe you can associate this artwork with a particular situation that you've experienced or witnessed in a school-like setting. Character versus nature. An external conflict in which two or more characters is in a struggle against their physical environment and or elements of nature that are out of their control. Looking at the direction, this spiral type direction of water, and how the paint is dripping down in a downward type direction. What can we say, what situation can we think of that would represent character versus nature, where a man or a woman would be involved in this particular situation, thinking about colors, and maybe the tone of this painting, how would it represent conflict? Character versus fate. It's an external conflict in a character and their expected course of life or predetermined outcomes such as their future or destiny. It is presented as if the character cannot change his future but can make choices to shape the end. And here we have a person standing between two directions, a diverged wood, and they have a choice of which path to take. Now, fate would be a predetermined course of action. And so in this sense, the path should already be chosen, but the character has a conflict of some kind and has small choices to shape their end. So now take a moment to go to Schoology, open up the assignment entitled Conflict in DGDP, and you are going to be asked for conflicts within the novel. You are going to choose 2 out of the 4 conflicts, and you are going to provide examples of this conflict in your own words. You may use text evidence, or you just may paraphrase an event in the novel to reflect that conflict. Remember to choose 2 out of the 4 conflicts. The second half of class, you are going to read Chapter 14, Good News, Bad News. You can click on the text here and the audio And then I'd like for you to complete a discussion post. Now, Stephen didn't always appreciate Annette, but he is starting to, so you see a change in his character. What is one thing that you didn't always appreciate but now do? And so explain in detail in this discussion post. And that's all we have for today, Gladiators. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to email your teachers. Have a great day.